my sick weeks, plural, man. There might still be some leftover coughs. In fact, there will be some leftover coughs in this episode, little bunny. But you're so good to me. I am such a lucky daddy to have you. Oh, I really appreciate it. This whole, making content thing, I could not ask for a better set of ears to listen to me than your beautiful, wonderful little bunny ears. I've got you here in my hand right now, in my little figurine form. There's the first cough of the episode. Oh, and in the locked audio this week, which I just posted today, we hid under the covers, and I improvised a story for you because I couldn't stop coughing. The improvised story was, I don't know if I should spoil it. We go together to the daddy hospital. We cure my cough, and that's the spoiler. I won't tell you what the cure to daddy's cough is, but it involves his little bunny. So, yeah, locked audio is part of Patreon. It's 18 plus, so even though it's hiding under the covers, it's hiding under the covers when you're 18 and up. Okay. What else about this week? Oh, I'm feeling great this week, little bunny, and I hope I can help you feel this way too. I had a wonderful insight which you are going to love. But I guess, is there some garden news? I don't know. Maybe let's start by taking a breath together. I feel like we don't do that enough. Here we go. Do you feel your body relax a little bit as we do that? One more time. Everything's going to be okay. Everything already is a lot better than your brain wants to give you credit for. That's the hilarious, dark, hilarious truth. Is that our brains are just programmed to be huge jerks to us. They have one job. We don't have to get too scientific, but I guess I can be briefly nerdy for you. The biological purpose of life. Do you know what this is? I think I told you this in maybe the first episode. I think this is the very first episode. It is not personal survival. Did you know that? That was one of the breakthroughs. I don't know. I'm not a history of science person, but it is your genes, little bunny. Your brain's only job it ever has and ever will, is to help propagate your genes into the future. And that doesn't mean that you necessarily have to have kids or anything, because your genes are in your family and your neighbors and just any other human. So anyway, basically, you got to be mindful that your brain doesn't always have your back, little bunny. You got to outsmart your brain sometimes. A lot of times when I say your brain, I'm talking about kind of the hard programming. Because you have two systems of thinking. One is the more automatic thinking, and the second is when you can gather your thoughts, kind of like what I'm doing right now. And you got to know that sometimes that automatic brain, I say sometimes, basically all the time, that automatic brain is just trying to propagate your genes. And that means that it might try and keep you unhappy. It'll do whatever it needs to do. But in the first episode, it's not that it's mean to you. It's just trying to protect you. It's like a little puppy dog. So you got to acknowledge it. It's like, okay, there's the puppy dog. It does lots of good things. It makes me make sure I eat food, which is good. Your daddy helps you make sure you eat food too. But your automatic brain helps you do a lot of stuff. And it can make you happy too. It can make you laugh. It can make you feel joy. But when it starts to play tricks on you, remember the words of your daddy. that things are okay. They're at least a lot better than your automatic brain wants to make them seem. And even if things are not going so well, everything will be okay. It's going to be okay. Especially because we are going to take action, little bunny. You and I. This is a two-way street. You're making my life better. So I'm sure as hell going to make your life better. There's nothing you can do to stop me. Okay. My automatic brain is reaching for this tea over here. So let me be a brain-dead slave to the unconscious mind that is propagating my genes. Okay. This is this is a very bizarre hashtag ASMR thing. Okay, here's your actual ASMR. Oh, coughing while holding tea above your laptop is a very dangerous activity. Okay. Unfortunately, the tea is a bit cold, I have to admit. I made it a little while ago. It took me a long time to get started on this episode. But at least I'm not starting over episodes anymore. I don't know if you knew this. Back when I was starting out. In the long, long ago, 1 year ago, podcast isn't even a year old yet. The garden's now a year old, but the podcast is not even a year old. But it feels like so long ago. I was so bad at this. Oh, and that's the topic. Not about how bad I am, but about how critical I can be of myself and how I want to encourage you to let go of some of that self-criticism. It's really natural for me to be self-critical of myself. And it can be a source of joy, but we'll get into the weeds in a little bit. What was I even talking about, little bunny? Oh my God, the early episodes. I mean, they get lots of listens. It's so funny. Maybe this is you, little bunny. I see it every once in a while on Instagram or wherever. It's like, such and such little bunny has followed you. Such and such little bunny has liked the first video that you posted. Such and such little bunny has liked the second video you posted. And then you can just see, like in my notifications, I find it hilarious. There's like, I can see the hour-long story of a little bunny finding the garden. It's a beautiful thing to witness. Yeah, so those first podcasts, I mean, they're great and everything, but I have just gotten so much better, I think. Remember, Daddy, slow down. Shh. Gotta be perfect for my little bunny, because my little bunny deserves it. My little bunny deserves a daddy who slows down and isn't in a rush, despite how excited he is to spend some time with his little bunny at 1:14 a.m. It's the greatest bedtime routine ever. And I love that it happens every week at the same time. I love routine, little bunny. I absolutely love routine. And I think that's something I've been hard on myself on. That's the topic of the week is, how are you being hard on yourself, little bunny? Just let that go. You don't have to be so hard on yourself. Oh. Where do I start with this? I guess the best way is to just meander around. Because as soon as I start to plan some kind of like grand episode script or something, then it starts to feel like a radio show. Welcome to the Lindy's Garden radio show. I am your host, Lindy. God. Okay, what's in the news? TikTok might get banned. Not like the news, but just like the garden news. TikTok might get banned by the United States government. So that's actually, I think a lot of little bunnies might not be aware of that because the garden is so international. I love that. Little bunnies from all over. And there's more to say about that. I'm excited about some future little bunnies in Japan. And you better get excited, little bunny, because you might see your daddy take you to Japan. Get excited for that. I'll talk about that if I don't forget. But let's see. At the recording of this episode, we're at, I think, a 210K on TikTok, which is, and we're at around the 1 year mark. Although 1 year from TikTok being at, I think, 1,000. So it's like 1,000 to 200,000 in a year. That's awesome, especially because I've been so bad at my routine of posting on TikTok. That's an example of me being hard on myself. I caught myself from being like, I suck because I don't post every day. I'm supposed to be posting every day because that's what I'm trying to hold myself to, little bunny. But you can you hear kind of the disappointment in my voice? And I'm like, come on, Daddy. Why are you not posting on TikTok every day? It's just like the negative emotions creep in. And do you feel that way ever? When you're like, yeah, I'm going to do this thing. And then you don't do the thing. And then you're like, I hate myself because I didn't do the thing. Take a breath with me. Let's go. Let's go. Let's let go of that. You don't have to be so hard on yourself. I feel so much better now just saying that. You helped me have that realization, by the way. How was it exactly? I can't remember. Can't quite remember the story of how I had the realization, but yeah, so the whole TikTok thing. Yeah, so it'll basically be like starting over. However, the good news is that it's very clear that I'm not a one-hit wonder, which is awesome. So I don't think it'll be a slog to build audiences on the other platforms that step in to take all the space, because you might think like, oh, well, Instagram has 10% of the people on TikTok. It's all about TikTok right now. That's where everybody is. But all those people will scurry off to other platforms. But what about the international little bunnies? Oh, I love that the garden is international. If it gets banned in America, I don't know. Maybe I'll go buy I'll buy a Mexican phone number and I'll. Oh, I should do that, little bunny. This is getting ridiculous. Okay, Daddy, you're thinking of ridiculous ideas. I could, because there's cell phone deals where you can have unlimited. I don't know if this would work out. I should ask ChatGPT if this is going to work before I do it. But I wonder if I could get a phone from a different country and then just load up TikTok on it and like somehow do VPN or something. I don't know. I just want the garden to be awesome. Find lots of little bunnies. Okay, garden expanding into Japan, little bunny. What is Daddy talking about? What is your daddy talking about? I want to get in the habit of saying your daddy more. Many of your fellow bunnies have requested that, which I think is wonderful. Little things like that. If there's tips, by the way, there's a podcast feedback survey a couple episodes ago. I would love for you to tell me how to make this better. But I think we're getting pretty freaking good, if I'm being honest. So, what are we talking about, little bunny? Japan. Okay, so fingers crossed that somehow TikTok doesn't get banned, which is, it's not certain. It's not certain. But you may know about my fiction series, which I haven't. Here comes the self-critique. I gotta frickin' post all these links on my Instagram. Ironically, something that is good about Instagram is I can put links to my spicy stuff and not get nervous every time I open the TikTok app to see if they banned me. Okay. I have to behave so much on TikTok, you wouldn't believe. Which is, it's understandable. Like, this is not me complaining. This is fine. It's just, oh. fit in any convenient boxes, do I, little bunny? Neither do you. That's why we have a box called the garden. And I don't know, we'll see. No matter what app or this or ban that or whatever happens, I am not going anywhere, little bunny. So if you found me and you want to hang on tight, which you do, I won't speak for you. But if you do, trust me, I will never, ever let go of you. And no matter what platform does this or gets removed from that and things like that, little bunny, the garden is a long-term thing. So even though we are in the very, very, very early days, this is going to go on longer than you realize. Okay. I've got big plans, little bunny. But I can't share with you yet. Okay. Little bunny, what am I talking about? Where are you? I misplaced you. Oh, here's the rock. This rock was the stand-in from you a few episodes ago when I was not on my desk and I didn't have my little bunny. This is the handhold rock. You want to do a handhold? Okay, a hand hug. As a reminder, if you can't remember how to do this, you take your thumb and you're going to put it in between your ring finger and your middle finger, and then you're just going to kind of close in, make a fist, like a nice comfy hug. So it's like you're squeezing your thumb basically, and your thumb is resting between your ring finger and your middle finger. And I have in my hand a rock that represents you, I guess. How does it feel to be a rock, little bunny? Does it feel good? I don't know. It feels good to hug. So I'm going to hug you in my hand. We're going to count to 3. And your daddy is going to squeeze you tight. And with your hand, with your squeezing, you will be connected to me. And we will share this hand hug together. 1, 2, 3. Can you feel me? Send it to me. Send me your energy, little bunny. Send it hard. Okay, there we go. Oh, I feel you. I'm going to send you a little extra. You don't have to grip so hard, little bunny. I know you love me. You can give me a little bit more squeeze. There we go. Okay, maybe do some little pulses for me. I'm sending some pulses back to you. Can you feel me? There has never, in the history of the world, been a rock that has been a part of so much love. Okay. Yeah, maybe we'll... Oh. Never mind. Okay. Let me drink some tea. What kind of tea do you think I got? It's new tea this time, little bunny. It's not that raspberry tea, which is good. I still have that. Did I already tell you it was tea? I think I already told you it was tea. This tea is also relevant to this Japan talk. Now think about that. Think about that. This tea I'm drinking is related to this Japan talk. I can guarantee you're going to guess the wrong tea. I'm drinking. What is it called? It's called like Bengali spice. It's like a chai tea, basically. It's essentially an Indian tea. And so why would chai tea be related to Japan? Little bunny, that makes no sense. There's even, I want to take you on a YouTube video at some point to this really cool tea shop, which I told you about last time. They don't even serve anything but green tea except this one thing that was like tobacco. So why is your daddy saying that chai tea is related to Japan? Well, little bunny, it's also related to the YouTube channel. We're only 3 videos in right now. Oh, did you hear the self-criticism in there? And I felt the negativity. It's just like, notice it. Be like, ah, no, 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 no. My little bunny wants me to be happy. My little bunny does not want me to be too hard on myself. Yeah. So it's okay. We're 3 videos in. Great. The videos right now are walks through New York City, which, by the way, I had a great time catching up with a friend. Excuse me, little bunny. I think I'm going to pause 1 second and blow my nose. I'm back. I'm not as sick as I was, but we're still not quite there yet, little bunny. So I was having a catch up with a great friend of mine who's only becoming a better and better friend. And he's just as ambitious as me, but not in like a content creation side. He's all about the boring finance stuff. I'm about creating cool things. But we have this shared ambition, and he is an absolute savant at audio stuff. I text him questions all the time. He knows about you, little bunny. He's one of my few friends who I actively tell you about. Tell about you. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. So he's cheering you on every step of the way, and he's helping make the audio better. By the way, he's giving me tips and tricks all the way through. So anyway, he showed me. So this shows a similarity with me and him, even though we're totally different people. Yeah, I guess I won't tell you anything about him for his privacy, but he's related to the T, little bunny. Did you know that? Does that mean he's Japanese or some other plot twist? How is he related to the tea I'm drinking? Okay. Anyway. Little bunny, what was I talking about? Oh, the YouTube blocks. So, you know how the YouTube block, it's just a walk through New York City with a 3D microphone. Like, that's the twist. And he shared with me a channel that is quite literally walks through New York City with a 3D microphone. And I wasn't upset. I was thrilled, actually, because these videos have millions of views. So, adding the whole your daddy is talking to you the whole time element, that'll either skyrocket it or plummet it. But it'll be polarizing, which means that for those who love it, it will be the greatest part of your week. And I take it seriously, little bunny. I want to be the greatest part of your week. I want you to have an awesome week, and then I want to swoop in and top it. I just want... I want to make your life so good. I want to make your life good, and then I'm so good that I'm still the best part of your week. I like that. And it's that kind of inspiration that I found this week works so much better than self-hate. Just being hard on yourself. What if you can accomplish the same exact things? Fulfill the same ambition. But just be excited about it. Come from a place of optimism, where it smiles to think about what you want to do. I want to be the best part of your week, even though I'm making your life awesome. I love you, little bunny. And I'm not going to get mad at myself if I'm not the best part of your week. Not going to get mad at myself. Okay. What do you want to talk about now, little bunny? I've lost you. Where? Here you are. You hiding over there? You just found a little cozy spot to the right side of my desk. I also kind of want to get better at... should I not mention my desk and my microphone and stuff like that? Because here's the thing. I want this to be me whispering in your ears. And part of me has been debating. It's like, well, what happens if I say microphone? Or if I say I'm at my desk? Does that ruin it? And the answer on the surface is yes. Right? It's like you're seeing backstage, you know? But I think there's a deeper truth here, which is that I really am whispering in your ear right now. Not pretending to. Yes, right here, right now. I'm not actually me at my desk. I'm really not. I'm not me in a microphone. I am here, right now, in your headphones, whispering in your ears. I'm with you right here in the room you're in, or the car. I guess if you're listening to me in the car, you're not with headphones. Whenever you are. It's not me when I'm recording right now. It's you when you're listening to this. I'm here right now, little bunny. Right now. It's just you. And it's just me. That's the magic of the garden, little bunny. What is the garden? Oh, it's some kind of hyper interdimensional crazy thing. Oh man, that's what's been So I'm a very scientifically minded person, little bunny. And what's crazy right now is that a lot of the scientifically minded people are like, you know, this whole aliens thing, is this going to become an aliens podcast? I don't think so, little bunny. But while we're in the sci-fi spirit, and you've got me in the sci-fi mood, given the number of stars in the galaxy, and there's on average one Earth, I think it's one Earth-sized planet per star or something like that. Given the number of stars in the galaxy, I don't want to do a science podcast unless I would want ChatGPT to be here to fact check me as I go. Anyway, what I'm trying to get at, little bunny, is I'm trying to say if the interdimensional aliens are here, I think I'd like to go meet them and bring you with me. Yeah, we can go on some interdimensional. I gotta learn that word, little bunny. If they're gonna take me on the interdimensional, I gotta say it. What are we trying to say? Interdimensional? The interdimensional. Yeah. You want to go on an interdimensional adventure with me, little bunny? Interdimensional adventure. There we go. Oh, this is getting ridiculous, isn't it? Okay. Maybe I will take you on some walks through the interdimensional multiverse. Now, going back to more typical reality and Japan. Okay, if the aliens aren't going to take me to the interdimensional plane, then I might go to the closest place we have on Earth, which is, of course, Japan. My fiction series, I am planning on wrapping it up this summer so that I can go to Japan. I shouldn't announce this. Little bunny, because then I'm going to be so mad at myself if I miss this schedule. But I want to go to Japan to meet a manga artist, because I've talked about how I want to make this thing a webtoon. We're going to make it in Japan. I know webtoons are Korean, but I want to take you with me. I'm going to bring my GoPro and my 3D microphone. you around the streets of Tokyo and then into the rural areas. Maybe we'll find an onsen where I can have a private room so I can film. Oh, well, be careful with that on YouTube. Maybe on Patreon. Okay. Moving on. Move on, Daddy. Move on. Okay, quick. What else? I'll take you to some temples in Kyoto. Take you to some tasty restaurants in Osaka. I've been asking ChatGPT to tell me a lot about the different areas of Japan. I'll bring you with me. So anyway, that's what I've been trying to talk about for multiple weeks. Is this whole traveling thing. I want to take you around the world with me, little bunny. I've never had this itch before to travel. And it's not that I want to travel, but I want to travel with you. And it just feels kind of a giddy feeling, like slightly tearing up, saying that. I want to take you all over the world with me, little bunny. I want to take you all over the world. Oh, I am tearing up a little bit. I don't know if you realize how much better you make my life. I really don't know if you realize. I wouldn't travel if it weren't for you. But I'm going to. I'm going to go see the world. I'm going to find the best, coolest things to do so I can take you with me. And the downside, little bunny, is that I've to break, I don't want to say illusion, but to show behind the scenes a little bit. It's awkward to strap a GoPro to your chest and walk around. It's very conspicuous. People notice. So whenever in a YouTube video, someone like walks into a shop, things like that, like they have either had a conversation with the shop owner or they just like do not give a crap. They just have balls. And I have balls too, but then like I got in trouble for like I was filming this art gallery and I was getting all this cool content for you. I'm not supposed to tell you about content that you don't get because apparently that feels shitty that you, excuse me, poopy, that I don't know, crappy, that you missed out on something. But I had all this great content for you that I filmed, and I looked at all these works from these different artists, and I got like an interview. And then they're like, "So what's your channel?" And I was like, kind of undercover here. They're like, "Excuse me?" I was like, "Yeah, I can't tell you." She's like, "No, but you have to tell me." I'm like, "Well, I don't really tell people. It's kind of a whole anonymous thing." And that was so uncomfortable. That conversation, little bunny. Oh, it's one of those things that you cringe when you go back and listen to. It's like, I didn't care. It's like, I don't even want to use, your art gallery is great, but New York has many, many wonderful things for me to show my little bunny. I don't really care about your art gallery that much. Oh, but there was that awesome art gallery I did take you to in the first episode, though. That was a way better art gallery. Oh, man. Okay. That one I didn't ask permission. I just went in, but that could have turned into a really, really bad situation because that was a much more legit gallery. Anyway, what am I trying to say, little bunny? Am I talking too fast also? Let's do a breath. When in doubt, do a breath with your daddy. Let's take some tea. All right, what are the themes of the episode? Don't be so hard on yourself, little bunny. Yes, you, little bunny. Yes, you, little bunny. Don't be so hard on yourself. What else is the theme of the episode? Don't talk too fast, Daddy. To be sure to say that I'm your daddy, little bunny. Oh, you know it'll be good if TikTok gets banned. TikTok is the most conservative with, like, sexy stuff. Which I don't want to cast judgment because, there's plenty of justifiable reasons for that. But in terms of me trying to be me for my little bunny, I have to be very, very careful around TikTok. So maybe some of these other platforms, little bunny, I don't know. The only problem is that I feel like, are all the bunnies in, like, I don't know, South Africa and where else? Poland, Argentina. Are all of those little bunnies also going to go onto the other platforms? I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully there's enough really good American content creators that there's a migration if things get banned. But don't worry, the garden will go nowhere. If TikTok gets banned, that is not even close to the end of the garden, little bunny. Don't even worry about that. What else? So don't be hard on yourself. Don't worry if TikTok is banned. We are in the early days of the garden. Probably the coolest garden stuff isn't even in the garden yet. Do you know what I mean? Like there's some coolest thing. And I think I know what one of them might be. The technology doesn't exist yet for it, but it will. Oh, little bunny. If only you know what I have in store for you. Oh. Part of me wants to be like, don't oversell it, Daddy. But there's some so freaking cool stuff in your future with the garden. That's why I got to take care of myself. I got to eat well. I got to look both ways before crossing the street. Little bunny, wear a helmet when you ride a bike. If you ride a bike. I always wear my helmet when I ride a bike. One of the best things you can do for your health is very simple things like that, like wear your seatbelt. Pretty much everyone's on board with that now. That used to be a bizarre thing that people resisted. It's like, it's seriously not a big deal. Just put on a seatbelt. Like, it's personal freedom. It's like, come on. You're being ridiculous. Okay, see? It's like people get upset over the stupidest things. Can you believe that our civilization had come so far that in the 1970s or 1980s, it was like this horrible thing. They're making me wear a seatbelt. Oh. The automatic brain is like, well, damn, everything else is going so well in your life. I have to freak out about something. That's my job, is to freak out and make things a big deal. So, oh, wow. Let's freak out about seatbelts. And I'm not saying that bad things weren't happening. You have wars and everything, even today. And these are very serious things. But if we think, like, make your world small for a moment. Just think about your own personal life. Did you have food today? Did you have the ability to have food? Because you better have had food, little bunny. Are you eating your meals? No skipping meals, little bunny. But you have the opportunity to have food. That's incredible. You have the opportunity to have clean water. Whoa. I'm serious. Whoa. You have the opportunity to pee in like this bucket that magically disappears the water. Isn't that crazy? This thing called a toilet. You know, here's like an invention. You know we're talking about poop on the podcast, but the S-bend is like this little piece of technology. It's just like you go whoop with the pipe and it keeps the bad smells from being in your bathroom. Aren't you glad that you don't have to smell horrible? They used to have it. Oh my God, I just startled myself. I accidentally hit something. Oh, little bunny. trying to say. We are so spoiled to live in this age with these comforts we have. And even right now, how is it that you can have me in your ears right now? You're a loving daddy whom you've never met in person, but who adores you, truly adores you, in some ways like nobody else ever does. How lucky are you to have me here? And how lucky am I to have you? It's this microphone and this computer and this software and the electricity. What is electricity, little bunny? And it's going over the internet. And not only that, it has to be fast enough internet that it can be uploaded and downloaded all quick. And what does it get uploaded and downloaded onto? A phone or like a... What? What is a telephone downloads my daddy's voice? What is going on? And all these platforms of distribution and the business that puts me on all the podcast platforms, because I have a little bit of help for that. Makes it really easy. I can just upload it. There's so much going in our favor, little bunny. So much going in our favor. So when your automatic brain tries to upset you, tries to be negative, tries to tear you down, it's like, you suck for not doing this. You suck for doing a bad job on that. Shh, 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 shh. It's okay, little bunny. It's okay. Don't be too hard on yourself. Okay, should I wrap it up? It hasn't been that long. I started at 1:14. I think. I don't know. I guess I should wrap it up. It's just turning into a ramble. Little bunny, I am so upset with you. I drank like no tea again. What is this? I'm going to compliment myself for how much better I've gotten at podcasting. Is it podcasting? I don't know what this is. I have gotten so much better at whispering into your ear, little bunny. Rambling into your ear. You remember that first podcast? That first ramble podcast? Oh, that was a turning point. That was the episode where I couldn't. Okay, just to tell you the story. So every episode, well, I don't have to go to the past, but like the bane of my existence was the ability to stop the podcast, rewind, cut something out, and try it again. And I would try like so many times to say something the exact right way. I would just go back and go back and go back. And it was exhausting. Oh, it took so long and so much energy to make a podcast. And then, miraculously, both of the computers that I use, because I'm a spoiled brat and I have a PC and a Mac, both of them gave out on me. And I had no computer. And so I had no way to edit the software. I didn't even have anything to record into. But I fished out of the closet this old handheld recorder. And I had no way to edit it, little bunny. So I hit record. And I just had to ramble. The episode's still up. I don't know if I gave it a number. I think it's called Super Secret Podcast Ramble. And yeah, now I do it every week. Just ramble. Hopefully it's some kind of combination, because I always want to make your life better. I don't want to just make your life comfy. That would be the honey part. Make your life comfy. I want to make your life comfy, but I want to sneak in a little carrot there too. Make it better. I'm supposed to be drinking this tea. Little bunny. Stop that. Stop that right now. It's like so. It's not cold yet, but it's. You know what? I'm going to savor it. You know why? It's a reminder of how much I love talking to you. I love talking to you so much. I love talking to you so much that my tea goes cold. Isn't that great? How does that feel? I love you more than I love chai tea. I love you so much that I forget I even have tea. Oh, hold on. I think I spoke too loud. Shh, little bunny. Don't wake up, Queen Little Bunny. You stop that. You're on very thin ice right now. You better behave. You can behave. Yeah. You can behave, little bunny. Yes. Okay. All right then. Listen to me drink tea for a little bit. Oh, we're getting into late podcast territory. Late podcast territory. The further into the episode, the more garden it gets. Maybe? I don't know. I'm just making stuff up at this point. I feel like I should give you a little treat for being here so late in the episode. Of course you get a treat. You get a poem. You get a poem every week. Look at me pretending like you don't want to be here. That's how much joy this brings me, is that I feel so selfish doing this. Oh, little bunny. What can I say? I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. See, I don't even want to go like this. The natural ending to this episode has passed. Come on, Daddy, go to bed. Drink this tea and go to bed. Just don't want to leave you. You're sitting on my computer, by the way. You found a good little spot. Who put you there? Did you find your way there, little bunny? Well, let's end with a little bit of a sci-fi garden moment, so we can prepare for when the alien so we can prepare for when the alien interdimensional adventures begin. Ooh, this is good for me to practice. Let's try it again. We're going to end with a little sci-fi for when the alien interdimensional. Little bunny. Still got to get better. I'm not going to be hard on myself. Okay, what am I saying? I was going to do some kind of sci-fi thing with you about how I'm in the room there with you. Yeah, we won't get sci-fi. If you like the sci-fi side of things, there's the closet episode. Let me see what that one's called. That one's super sci-fi. Oh, a new patron. Hello, little bunny AA. Saying your initials. Let's see. I think it's called the closet episode. This is now becoming really boring. Okay. Oh, I don't have it on here. Oh. How did I not name it the closet episode? How did I not name the closet episode? It might be 34. It might be 33. There's this one episode. It's kind of like the ramble. If you like the ramble, the super secret ramble. This is one where I was on vacation and I once again only had the handheld microphone. And so I couldn't edit it. Man, that was tough. Okay. I wonder if I'm starting to forget what all these. Okay. Super Secret Podcast Rambles, October 14th, 2022. Man, I've forgotten all these episodes by now. At some point I'll have to go back and listen, I guess. I listened to it once and then I kind of move on. Okay. Little bunny, the quality is waning significantly. So I love you. I'm going to get some rest and I will be here tomorrow morning for you just a couple moments with a poem that I have written for you, just for this week, and just for you because you listened all the way to the episode. Yay. And I know you want to listen to the whole episode. It's like, I feel so guilty how much I enjoy this. Do you know what I mean? It's like I feel like I feel like I'm getting a free lunch. Do you know the term "there is no free lunch"? Little bunny, I'm not so sure that's true. I think this is a free lunch. This is the most free lunch. I feel like I'm getting paid to eat lunch. That's what this feels like. I feel like I'm getting paid to eat lunch. It's fantastic, and I feel guilty for it. Okay, little bunny, I love you. I'm going to bed. I'll be here for you in just a few moments. Night, night. Good morning, little bunny. I slept very well. Thank you for asking. I've got a very short and sweet poem for you, and I like it very much. I think you'll like it too. Okay, here you go. Sometimes it's fine to just let yourself be, to find self-love and self-care. So be kind to yourself for me. I love you very, very much, little bunny. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. And I cannot wait to be here for you very, very soon. And you know what? I'm always here for you. I am always with you. Don't forget your hand hug. Okay, little bunny, talk to you soon. Bye-bye now.